Hello, CMS family. Welcome to the first episode of Cougar Cast. My name is Gerald Jones, CMS head principal and co-host of the show.
And my name is Brody Surrett, 7th grade CMS student and today's co-host. On this show, we plan to discuss the latest positive CMS news, play games, and have a good time. Mr. Jones, what other things do you hope to see in the future on this show?
Well, in addition to the games and everything else, anything that's positive about Central Middle School, what we have to offer. What we have to offer Lawton's community, what we have to offer the state of Oklahoma, what we have to offer the nation. We want everyone to know that Central Middle School is the best school in the world. And the way to do that is we advertise and we promote what we do.
That sounds good, Mr. Jones. I'm happy you want to see the school that way. Not many other schools have high expectations as we do.
Well, that's the word, expectations, what we expect from not only our staff, but from the students and also parents as well, because we are a team, and one of the things that we don't necessarily do a good job of is communication. And so our hope is that when the community, when staff members, when everyone sees our episodes, that they will call, they will contact us with not only ideas but suggestions about how we can do things better, because that's steel forges steel.
Mm-hmm. This kind of reminds me of what you said this morning. You want everyone to get involved in stuff, and I like the sound of that. I think everyone should be involved in stuff.
Yeah, if you don't get involved in things, it's difficult to really learn. We've got to learn. We learn through our failures, if you will. And again, a lot of people think that failing is a negative thing, but if you don't ever fail, you never know what to correct. And so by students getting involved, whether it's getting in stage and putting themselves in front of their classmates, and sometimes classmates snicker at each other and they laugh and they giggle, but I think inevitably we all learn from each other, and it is getting better, because at some point in time everyone wants to get involved, they want to do things and put themselves in a place of power is what I call it.
That's awesome. I hope that everyone does get involved and everyone gets involved in stuff like this, because this makes my day. It makes me have fun going to school, knowing I can do all this and have fun with all the teachers supporting me and everything.
And in the end, it's about the students.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for sharing that.
Very good. That being said, don't forget to like and subscribe to our CMS YouTube channel to keep up with us as we continue to grow this show throughout the year. In today's episode, we will play a minute to win it. Game highlight, the thing going on for Hispanic Heritage Month, and play what's in the box.
With that, let's go on with the rest of the show. Enjoy.
How's it going, guys? I'm James McGlinden, your host for this segment of Minute to Win It. In today's contest, our contestants will flip pencils to see how many they can get to land in the cup in 1 minute, going head to head. We have 8th grade science teacher Miss Ritchie versus 8th grade student Matt Diggs. Miss Ritchie, tell us how you are feeling.
I'm feeling pretty confident right now.
Max, do you think you have what it takes to win?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started, and good luck to our contestants.
Oh, you were shamed.
I think I won. it was less in the cup, right? Right?
Congratulations, Mrs. Ritchie, for winning the first ever Cougar Cast Minute to Win It.
Hello and welcome to CMS Highlights. This is where we talk about all the great things going on at CMS. This month we are talking about Hispanic Heritage Month. Joining us today is Ms. Aguilar, the CMS teacher. How are you today, Ms. Aguilar?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good.
Good.
Today we are going to ask you some questions about Hispanic Heritage Month. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. Is there anything you would like to share about Hispanic Heritage Month or how it began?
Sure. Well, this Hispanic Heritage Month is from September 15th to October 15th, and it's specifically done like that because it documents the important date of September 15th for up to 5 different countries in Central America that's their Independence Day. Normally, if you think about it, we normally do a celebration for a group in our country, and it's one whole month only, right? It's dedicated just to one month. But this one, it starts in the middle of a month and it goes into another one. So that makes it kind of definitely unique. Hispanic Heritage Month, like all the other months that we celebrate to different cultures, yes, in our country, is very important because it displays the diversity of our country. Hispanic Heritage Month, on top of that, is even more diverse, in my opinion, because I always tell my students, don't assume a Spanish-speaking person only has brown hair, brown eyes, and brown skin. That's so not true. It's such a diverse culture. The language is different all over the world. Yes, they can communicate with each other, of course, but it's no different than how we are here in the United States. We have different words, different dialects, right?
Yeah.
North versus the South or the West. It's the same thing in South America versus Mexico or Puerto Rico or even Spain. So I think it's great that we're focusing on this group and showing the different influences that it even has to our American culture. It's what makes us diverse and it's what makes our country fabulous.
Very good. So what are some of the stuff that we do here at CMS to celebrate Hispanic History Month?
Very good. Well, we've done quite a bit. For the whole school, we actually have started where we display 2 names every day of some prominent Hispanic Americans, and students are encouraged to write them down and do a little research about them. And then the following day, there are 2 people that are chosen to come up on stage and read to everyone what they found out about those people. And those brave souls that come up on stage with us and do that, they get a prize. And then their name goes into a pot. And at the end of the month of celebration, October 15th, Mr. Samuels, our assistant principal for 8th grade, is going to do a drawing, and there's going to be a grand prize for somebody. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but he says it's going to be good and worth it. That way we get the whole school involved with everything that we're doing for Hispanic Heritage Month. But in my classes, specifically in our Spanish classes here, my students have learned how to salsa. We've done a little dancing. We actually have done a little culture with the cascarone eggs. They are basically, you guys know them as eggs filled with confetti. A lot of fun. And you smash them on top of the heads, and so confetti goes everywhere. We've learned about prominent Hispanics also in my class, just like what we're doing in the auditorium, but a little differently. And my Spanish 1 students are having to come in and do every day a new person is on the board, and they have to find them on a list. And then when we're done with that list, I have a list of 23 names, and I show a little video clip about each one of them each day. And so the kiddos learn about these people, and then they're going to have a little fun test at the end, a little game activity. We've made little booklets on Hispanic Heritage Month. We've done internet scavenger hunts to understand why do we have this month, why is it celebrated. Learning about what I just told you about the September 15th is why we started there versus September 1 to September 30th. So we're just trying to make sure that the Hispanic culture is displayed known. My intro Spanish kiddos have also done banners of prominent people in Spanish. And they did research on a person and had to fill out things about the person, whether they were dead or alive. So tried to just do lots of different fun activities, do music, do a little art. It's a very diverse culture. It's a lot of fun to do stuff with. So I hope that doing all these things teaches our kids about Hispanic Heritage Month, but also we want to distinguish the difference between Hispanic and like Latino. Even adults don't know the difference a lot of times between Hispanic and Latino. Do you?
Not really, but
That's okay. No, a lot of people don't. A Hispanic, and this is what I'm trying to teach my kids too in class. Hispanics are people who, and they don't necessarily have to speak Spanish. That surprises a lot of people. Just because you are Hispanic doesn't necessarily mean you speak Spanish, but your family, your ancestry comes from a Spanish speaking country. So if you have family that came from Mexico, you're Hispanic, right? Even though you're American. A Latino is a little different. That's more related to geography. And that is if you live in some country from South America, Central America, even Mexico, and the Caribbean, because we have Cuba, Puerto Rico, and the Dominican Republic too. So that's kind of a neat, fun question to always ask. Are they the same or are they different? Most people will say, I think they're different. And they're right, they are. But that's how they're different. We have another soccer player, since you asked me about Lionel Messi at the beginning. He is Hispanic, right? Because he comes from Argentina, and he does speak Spanish. But he is also Latino. But have you ever heard of a soccer player named Pele?
I think I've heard of
Good.
one.
Yes. Well, Pele is actually considered probably the greatest soccer player ever. And Pele is very well known for his bicycle kick, flipping up in the air and doing that. And Pele is absolutely from South America, but guess what? He's from Brazil. He's not Hispanic. Do you know what Brazil speaks?
Not really.
That's okay. No, that's good. But they speak Portuguese. So they don't speak Spanish. So he's not Hispanic, but he's Latino. Do you see the difference a little bit?
I do.
Yeah, good. So you just have to kind of get used to that. But believe it or not, a lot of South Americans don't consider themselves Hispanics. That's more a Central American and Mexico and Caribbean kind of thing.
Yes.
They identify themselves with some other names sometimes. So anyway, lots of diversity even in all of that, right? A lot of differences. So I hope that we've done a lot to spread the word and taught a few things, and I hope everybody's had a good time doing it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. Like, I hope your students are really having really fun.
Me too. Thanks.
Well, thank you, Miss Aguilar, for joining us today and all the stuff that you're doing here at CMS.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you guys for watching. This should be the end of CMS Highlights. Goodbye.
Bye.
Hello everyone, I am Sharon Navarrete, your host for this segment What's in the Box today. Today, I'm with student John Jones. He will be competing in What's in the Box. The rules are simple. Both contestants will stick their hands in the box and try to guess what it is they feel inside. Oh, and did I mention they will be blindfolded for all 3 rounds? John, do you think your height will give you any advantage whatsoever in this game? No. All right, let's begin.
All right. It's a popsicle stick. Okay. It's a bunny, like a stuffed bunny. It's like a pickle.
Our second contestant is 7th grade principal Miss Hardiman. Miss Hardiman, how good are your guessing skills?
I'm pretty a good guesser.
All right, good luck.
Fingernail file? Popsicle stick. somebody's hip. Oh, it's got ears. Bunny? A bunny. A furry bunny. That's my final answer. A baby bunny. Final answer. Something furry. Like a bunny. Big bunny ears. Final answer. Now I'm scared. Oh. It's wet. That's gross. That's whatever it is, guys. Why is it shaped like that? I have no idea what this is. A wet. It's good. I have no, it feels like chicken liver. I have no idea what this is. Chicken liver is my final answer. This is gross. And I'm still touching it. It sounds like chicken liver. I don't know what it is.
All right, now let's see what was in the box. There was a popsicle stick, a dog toy, and a deformed little pickle. And I think John won for this, for what's in the box. So congratulations, John.
Thank you.
John, did you cheat?
No, I actually had the blindfold over like my entire face, and I didn't have my glasses.
Oh man, brilliance. I'm telling you, brilliance. I look forward to doing this again.
Brody, what an amazing show. Congratulations to Miss Ritchie for winning the Minute to Win It game. John Jones for winning What's in the Box. And thank you, Miss Aguilar, for all you are doing to make Hispanic Heritage Month so special. So Brody, what was your favorite part of the show?
My favorite part of the show is probably when Miss Ritchie and the student were doing the Minute to Win It, and they were flipping the pencils inside the cup. I thought it was funny because everyone was enjoying it, and everyone kind of cheered whenever they made one. It was real fun.
And that's, as we spoke earlier, having fun, being in school, typically those aren't synonymous with one another. And it's good to be in school and have fun as well.
Yeah.
Especially with your teachers. Because everyone likes laughing at their teachers, don't they?
Yep, everyone.
Oh, yes, I loved it when they were playing with the pencils. Because, again, I always like laughing at Miss Ritchie.
Yeah, Miss Ritchie definitely enjoyed that.
I also like to give a thanks to the Lawton Public Schools Foundation. They are the ones who made it possible for us to really get started with this. We had a grant. We won a grant through the LPSF for some of the equipment, and so about 70% of the equipment was purchased through the foundation. I also wanted to say thanks to our district leadership for creating an atmosphere where we can do these type of things in the middle school. This is probably the first year, at least at Central Middle School, where we were able to do this, have classes where students can actually be involved in creating productions. I want to thank Mr. Muniz for sponsoring. He is super excited. For those of you who don't know Mr. Muniz, at some point in time, maybe parent-teacher conferences, which are on the 6th and the 13th, come meet him. Come see what he has in his classroom, see his setup. He has a beautiful area that he's created for the students. Also, there are many people who I probably haven't mentioned, but the teachers as well. Teachers do make this possible. Teachers are making an environment where students feel comfortable to go outside their safety zones, if you will, and they're getting out there. So community, parents, Lawton Community, continue to support Central Middle School and what we're doing, and we will grow. We are going to get better at what we do.
And I want to say thank you, Mr. Jones, for coming on here and talking with me, and also Mr. Muniz for making this possible, and LPS for the grant, as you said. And I hope you guys enjoyed this this segment, and we're signing off. Thank you for tuning in.